Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica and I am a speech language pathologist. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back. I'm glad to have you. I have been on a journey this year to document my super easy system for preschool language speech therapy. And I've been sharing that with you because I really think if more people knew about this, they would think like this has just made my life a million times easier. So what I do is each week I have a theme. So this week our theme is peanut butter and jelly. And each week I have a theme, a book, a song, and some vocabulary words, and some play-based activities that go with that theme. And I see my students usually 2 times a week. So I will do the same theme for both sessions during my week. If you see your students mostly once a week, then just do that, change out your theme each week. So for my preschool speech therapy kiddos who are working on language goals, this is really adaptable. That's what makes it so easy. So I've planned out the 36 weeks, I've planned out the books, I've planned out the songs, and I've planned out the activities, and I have bought my activities. So like my cabinet that you see me dig in and out of toys all the time, it's just filled with the toys I use every year. So I'm not constantly rebuying toys. I am using these same toys each week, or well, each year, because I work on the 36-week system, which is why I have 36 themes. So without further ado, peanut butter and jelly. Actually, before I transition, if you want my 36 themes with the books laid out for you and the songs and the play-based activities, they are in my store. So what makes this so great is this is both your homework and it's your lesson plan. So it says homework on it, and that's so you can just send it home with your caregivers. I just slide it in my speech folder every week. But it's also my lesson plan. I look at it and I know here's the book I'm grabbing, here's the song we're going to be singing, and here's the toys I need to pull out to play with. And then I adapt it to my students' individual needs and their goals. It's highly adaptable. So I sell this in my TPT store, or you can just follow along for the next 36 weeks and see what I do. So this week, peanut butter and jelly is our theme. I like this theme because it really works great on sequencing, and most kids need to work on sequencing. It's the foundation of storytelling and writing and understanding to retell a story as they get older. So sequencing is really important. It also helps them to organize language in their head. So for my preschool language speech kiddos, I love doing things that work on sequencing. For the book that we use, I read Peanut Butter and Cupcake book by Terry Border. For my older kiddos, we'll read most of the words. For my littler kiddos, we just kind of skim through it. It's kind of long for those who have some difficulties attending to language and reading, but it's still really cute. It's about a little peanut butter guy who gets a ball and he's trying to find a friend, and he looks for all these food items, which I also love working on food items with my speech kiddos because it is so functional. So most of the food is things they've heard of: cupcake, hamburger, hot dog, fries, all that kind of stuff. So that's our book. And then our song, we did the peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, it'll be stuck in your head all day. It's been stuck in mine all day. So that's our song. I usually watch it on my computer, to be honest. I kind of use that to transition from the book to the play-based activity. For our play-based activity, I have the Melissa and Doug sandwich stuff, and it does have bread, peanut butter, and jelly. So I always start with that. And then I let my students make sandwiches for different stuffed animals or toys, or if we make it for each other. Usually they just like to pull everything out of the box and just stack it up and make a giant sandwich, and that's fine. Again, it's really great to work on sequencing. It's great for working on following directions. It's great for working on food vocabulary. There's a bunch of multisyllabic words. Today we were working on our ch sound for cheese, and our cupcake. We were working on that today. So lots of different ways to just tweak it and adapt it to your students. So that's why I love these themes. Now, the other thing I did for one of my students who needed to work a little bit more on speech and less on language, so this is a preschool speech kiddo, we read the book and we talked about the sounds that were pertinent to that student. And then I have this other activity that I like to do that's really great for working on sounds in isolation, and it's so easy, y'all. It's these magic wand magnet things, and I just throw these little, circle things and the balls. I throw them on the floor, and as each time I throw it on the floor, I would say the sound. So today we are working on SH. So I would throw it on the floor and I'd say shh, 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 and the student would obviously imitate. I would do about 10 of those to, get 10 repetitions. And then the student would come back around with the little magnet thing and pick them up and would say their sound as they picked up each one. And I only let them pick up one at a time because, more repetitions. That's what I want. So they pick them up. Shh, 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 shh. Works with any sound. It takes about 3 minutes. You can easily get at least 20, probably 50 repetitions, depending on your student and how many little magnet things you have. And then after that, the student, so we did that instead of the peanut butter and jelly song for my speech kiddo. And then we did the sandwich activity. We worked on some other sounds, sandwich and cheese. Just really, mostly I was trying to get him to imitate that sound in isolation, but watch my mouth and really bring attention to, ooh, this word has our ch sound in it. Ooh, this word has our s sound in it. So that was what I did. And then finally, for my preschool language kiddos, I always send home a parent handout. I talk about these every week too. And the reason I talk about these is because I really think they're gonna make your life easier. So you have the curriculum for a whole year all planned out for you. You get that, and then you get the parent handouts for early childhood specifically. And I give a copy of these to the teachers and to the parents each week. And they just have a bunch of different strategies. So you can see the strategies parallel talk. I talk about good times to use the strategy, some helpful hints, some guided planning, which helps to individualize it for the individual student. And then tips from a real SLP mom. I made these when my own kiddos were 2 and 3 or 3 and 4, when they were little, when they were preschool age. And I just put the tips of how I felt as I was using these strategies with my own kids as an SLP mom. So that is what we're doing in my speech room today. And I am happy and excited to share my journey with you. Let's see what's on the schedule for next week. So I keep all of my themes. I've already printed them all out for the entire year, and I keep them in a folder. I make a copy of them each week so I can simply and easily just read them out and show you that next week we're going to be doing restaurant and going out to eat. And I don't write the date at the top here so that you can write it and change it for yourself. You don't need to follow my date, do your date. Super flexible for everybody. And then when you run through them all, you just start all over again. So easy. I don't keep up with changing it for different students. I don't, there's not like this is week 1 and if I get a new student, he has to start on week 1. We just all do the same things at the same time. We restart them all at the same time. Because I work in a school, I do 36 weeks, so we restart them at the beginning of every school year. And again, as they're highly adaptable for my preschool speech therapy language students, the activities will change each year depending on what that individual student needs. So, thank you for stopping by my speech room. And please check in next week, see how we're doing restaurant theme. That one is one of my favorites because it's super fun. You get to do lots of play-based acting out kind of things. And it's also super functional. So I will see you next week.